Have you heard the term less is more? I'm sure you have, but have you taken that to account within your weight loss? And no, I'm not talking about less is more as far as calories. I'm talking about less cardio is more weight loss for yourself. You may be thinking, why? Why would I be doing less cardio if burning more calories is supposed to help myself be able to lose weight? Well, that's what I'm going to answer here for you in this video. I'm Lee Agbohlah, Ultimate Performance, and in this video you will learn why doing less cardio actually will lead to more weight loss. You probably have seen often how people have told you that you should be doing more and more to help yourself lose weight, but you will understand why doing more actually can backfire on you. So let's do it the right way and figure out how to be efficient to be able to lose more weight. If you go walk into the gym, you're gonna see a lot of people right now within the cardio machines. I'm talking about the treadmill, I'm talking about the elliptical, we're talking about the bike. Now, while cardio is very effective and great for your overall health, and I would tell everyone they should be working on that part of their fitness as well, it doesn't always have to be within those traditional cardio methods, but they do need to be doing some type of conditioning to help themselves. But if you're doing it over and over and over and too excessive, it can actually lead to you gaining more weight. So let's first start off with why cardio has been shown to lead to more weight loss. Well, that's what they say, right? Wrong. Now, overall, yes, you will see yourself lose more weight by burning more calories. While that is true, and I'm not going to argue against that, how does that lead to the overall effect of sustainability? Because sustainability is something that I talk about in pretty much anything that I talk about within weight loss, because that is the most important concept, is for you to understand sustainability. So while you can burn more calories in the short term by doing more cardio, what about over this period of time? Remember, weight loss isn't just about what happens in 3 months, 6 months, or this year. We're talking about over the lifetime of yourself within your adult lifestyle. We have seen people that do excessive cardio have high rebounds of weight gain, just like people that do diets. So first, let's start off why the first thing that excessive cardio leads to actually gaining more weight, not more weight loss. And that is the effect of overeating from doing excessive cardio. So doing more work has shown to lead to people eating more. And I've seen this happen over and over and over. In my early days of starting off in this fitness world and doing personal training, I was in the big box gym. So any gym that you can think of being a big box gym, you know what that means. A lot of people coming in and out, a lot of people showing up, not showing up, right? The thing is, when someone would finish, and I've seen this happen over and over, in between sessions of waiting for my client, I would go up to the front desk and I would see people would go up there after their workout and they would order a shake. Now, these aren't the typical shakes that I'm talking about where it's just a basic protein shake. Some of these shakes could go in the excess of 500 calories. And they would have that mindset because it's the reward, right? I work so hard, so I need to be rewarded by fueling myself by eating more because I need to help myself. We do know fuel is important, but the problem with that is because they just finished a workout, you typically feel hungrier, right? You're hungrier because you did a lot of work. The problem is when you try to put all those calories back, everything that you just thought you were doing within being on the treadmill for an hour, you just gain that back and some. You overestimate how many calories you are burning when you're actually doing your cardio workout, and then it's having an effect when you're actually wanting to eat more. So you leads to you eating more. And obviously eating more is going to lose the progress, whatever you gain within the cardio. So even if you burn between 300 and 500 calories, some people think they're burning 1,000 calories. I'm here to tell you it's very unlikely you're doing that unless you're doing some intense training. And for majority of people that are doing these workouts, you're not doing it to that level. So when you're doing as much cardio as you're doing, you're actually going to gain more weight. Even if you do really well during the week, then the weekend it's the same type of thing. Is just finished doing another workout, the weekend comes, now you really think, man, I worked so hard this whole week, I can eat a little bit more, and eating a little bit more leads to more and more, which actually By the time the end of the week, the progress you thought you had, you lose. So this is something that is common and that happens. And I've seen this over and over in my 11 years of coaching. And the thing that I have worked with my clients to put cardio as something that they do need to do overall for fitness, because cardio is going to help. But we know exercise does help out and aid within weight loss, but we have to think of it differently from it being the factor that is going to help increase your weight loss the most. It is a minor factor. The major factor is what you're doing with your eating, and that's why we want to shift what you're looking at as far as cardio as being the driver to your weight loss, and it's actually your nutrition that is a driver to it. We don't want to flip this and thinking it's too much pie that matters that we're cutting into within our time and our energy. You want to be putting your time and energy on other things, and this is going to lead up to what we're talking about in this video to get yourself to change the script of how you look at cardio. So excessive cardio, doing too much, has shown that it leads to people eating more, and that is overall going to stop the progress that you're going to get from it. So that's number one, the thing within why the cardio, doing excessively like that, is actually going to tend to cause you to eat more, which we don't want to happen. Also with excessive cardio, what happens with excessive cardio is weight loss, where we look at weight loss as we want to get rid of the fat. So you have to understand that fat loss is really the true method of the weight loss that you're trying to see happen. We just use the term weight loss when it's really fat loss. And within cardio, if we do too much cardio, what are we also doing? We're jeopardizing the thing that's most important for us to be able to burn fat and ultimately keep it off, and that's muscle. So doing too much of the cardio actually leads to you losing muscle and not gaining muscle. So if we do too much of it, the thing that can help boost our metabolism, the thing that when we're not doing anything that keeps our metabolism high so we can burn more calories throughout the day, when we're doing too much of it, we're actually putting in harm of the muscle that we need. And when you are losing weight, you're not wanting to lose muscle. You're wanting to make sure you're maintaining and even gaining the muscle. Doesn't matter if you're not trying to be a bodybuilder. You want to look overall better. The look that you think of about being toned just means that you're losing body fat, and your muscle, the lean muscle that you see in your body, starts to stand out because you have less body fat. So you're like, I'm not really trying to gain muscle. You are still trying to increase your muscle mass. You're not trying to increase it to the level of someone that is a bodybuilder, but you're trying to increase the muscle mass so you have less body fat. So overall, you have the look that you want, where your clothes fit well, you look good, you have your shirt off, you look good in pretty much anything you think of, your jeans, the things that you haven't been able to wear. You're like, man, I haven't worn these jeans in 20 years. You're able to do that because what's happening within the muscle. Probably with doing too much cardio, you actually see the reverse effect happen, where you're not only losing body fat, but you're losing muscle, and you start losing too much of that, your metabolism slows down, and then after the phase of weight loss, which is usually going to happen, right? You're going to feel like, hey, I reached my weight loss target. Even if you reach that, or you've done it for years and you're getting closer and closer to it, you're seeing progress, but then we all understand there's going to be a time where you're going to fall off, because just things that happen, life happens, so you start gaining weight quickly. And then when you start gaining, you're like, man, I gained 10, 15, 20. What happens after that? You feel defeated, you feel frustrated. So then the weight cycle will continue. Before you start up again, you're gonna gain more weight, and then you're starting from zero again. That's not what you wanna have happen. So too much of it is actually harmful, because what it does to the tissue in your body that's most important, that's the muscle tissue. So we don't want to do too much cardio. This is an important thing to remember. And the last thing you gotta remember is, if you're putting so much energy in cardio, what are you neglecting? The other things that matter the most within weight loss. So doing too much cardio takes away from things that you need to invest your more energy into within weight loss, which is a problem. Which is number one, what we talked about earlier, is nutrition. Your majority of your energy, what you need to focus on weight loss, needs to be in nutrition. You have to understand how to develop the nutritional habits that you've been struggling with. If that's a relationship with eating, if that's not understanding the difference from hunger and appetite, if that's not understanding how to eat over time and time again to make better choices, these are things that you really need to put in your energy. That's going to be the most important to you reaching your goals within your weight loss. But if you're doing too much cardio, you take away from energy, because you can only invest so much energy and effort. This is the reason why when I'm putting my transformation programs together for my clients, I am emphasizing things that are simple and easy to duplicate, that doesn't take too much energy but makes a huge impact on what they're doing, so they can sustain that over time and create the habits they need. But doing too much cardio is not a great habit for you. All it's doing is causing more problems. So you want to be able to do cardio where it's a good amount of it, where it's helping you overall within the exercise, but we don't want to be doing too much of it. It's having an adverse effect on what's happening. So you need to put more energy into the things that are going to drive the most important thing, and that's the nutrition. Because that's the thing that you're struggling the most, the reason you have gained weight over time. Yes, it has been because you're not as active, but also the biggest driver is you've just been eating so much more than you have. And as you're getting older, it's having more an effect because it's time. Time is working against you, right? Because if you're overeating a year, you may gain 10, 15, but what about 5 years? And then something just happens where you have stress and different things in life, it will even triple that. So this is the thing that you got to understand. Your energy and time needs to be in the most important driver within nutrition. If you focus on that nutrition and you nail that down within your habits, and you're making better choices, and you're understanding the difference from your hunger and your appetite, now you're truly winning. So putting all that energy into cardio, you're taking away from the energy, the things that matter the most. As I always drill home to you, is focus on the biggest major, the things that move, right? Things that move the needle forward the most. And that's what is going to drive the weight loss and ultimately the lifestyle that you need. Because remember, weight loss is always temporary. Our lifestyle is forever. So we need to really drive those things home within the habits. And if you do those things, now you will see it happen. So doing too much cardio, what does that typically lead to? You eating more, which is only going to stop your progress. Doing too much cardio, what else is going to do? Harm your muscle tissue, causes you to only gain more. It makes it harder over time. And as we just talked about, it takes away the energy and time to the things that you need to really drive home the weight loss, which is nutrition. So hope you found this video valuable for you, and now you're equipped to put in the right effort and energy into your weight loss so you can not only lose the weight but keep it off for good. Let me know what you've gained from this video, and as always, be sure to like and subscribe.